Back hurts.
Yeah. Everything hurts.
Yeah, right. So my back, my lower back and my shoulder are just killing me.
Oh,
So I'll be gentle.
okay, for sure. Um, what would feel good? Would Therabands feel good today? What helps?
Yeah,
Circles?
no circles.
No circles. Okay.
Everything's fine.
Okay.
It's fine. Anything is fine.
um, let's see.
Therabands are good.
Therabands are good. Okay.
What is this doing?
Anybody got any good news this morning?
We went to see Chicago.
Oh,
Fifth Avenue.
yes.
It was wonderful.
Oh,
Such a happy day. Oh gosh, it was just great.
oh, that's fantastic. Oh, I forgot it was here. Shoot. Oh, that's good to know.
It's a
Good.
traveling group, so I think I don't know where they're from, but they're perfect.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, that was wonderful.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. It's nice to be downtown.
Yes, I know, right? It's fun.
Yeah, it's come back. It's fine.
Yeah, it's coming. It's coming. My good news is that a tree did not fall on my house.
Yeah.
We live on the Burt Gilman Trail, and it's just trees. And Eloise, you have giant trees, right?
Yeah.
She has beautiful old growth giant.
Doug fir.
Oh, it's magnificent. Yeah, but no branches, no big branches through the windows or anything like that.
No, it was my yard was a mess though, but the good news is that the lawn guys came this morning.
Oh,
Put it all up. So they came the day after instead of like what usually happens is they come and then there's a storm and then, you know.
yeah, right?
Like a month until they come again. You know?
Oh, so that worked. It worked out this time. Fantastic.
Yeah.
All right.
Good news.
Oh, yes?
We have returned to our little stream in Glendale.
What happened?
Salmon have returned. They
Where?
were, Glendale on Whidbey.
Oh,
They're only,
nice.
yeah, except I guess the otters are eating them.
Well, but isn't that sort of the way? You know, it's like if you've ever been to Alaska, when the salmon come back and there was wall-to-wall salmon. The bears just come and there's so many, they don't even eat the whole fish. They just eat their favorite parts. It's cycle of life. So hi Susie, hi Kay. We have Therabands. If you haven't noticed. So if you're, oops, that's really off. If you have hands that don't love holding Therabands, remember a loop band, a loop band can work also. Or tubing if you have it. It's a little bigger. For some people that's easier to grab onto. You can double it up, or you can also use the handle end. So that could be another option for you. Just realized that this camera is way off. There we go. Okay, so let's take our bands just right in front of our thigh bones, collarbones nice and open, and we're gonna just find those feet and reach down into our heels, and then find with the next breath the outer ray of your foot, which is that line from your heel to the base of the little toe, to the tip of the pinky toe, and same thing on the inside, heel, base of the big toe, and the base of the big toe, the tip of the big toe. Yep, and then do that again, nice breath, and exhale, find those points. And as you do, you should hopefully start to notice that your transverse abdominis turns on, and your psoas settles down a little bit. It's part of your hip flexor and spine stabilizer group. So if it's overactive, we'll get this sort of pushing out sensation or a pulling on our low back. And when it's just in its nice happy length, then transverse abdominis can turn on, right, all the way around here, and you get that hollow sensation through the front of your hips. Yes? Okay, so good, I'm glad you agree. And then open up again through those collarbones. This time press out just the teeniest bit, just enough to feel your center hold on. Good. Bring it back in and reset. Inhale, exhale, externally rotate and push out just a little, straight out to the side. Good. And then back in. Yeah, simple. Good. Exhale, good. So we're adding that external rotation here, right? The wrist is moving as you press out to the side. Yeah. Can you see that, Kate? Probably not. So the fist starts facing back, and then you rotate, the palm faces forward with the thumb away from you as you reach out. There you go. Yes, that. Now rotate out. There we go. Good. And last one. Inhale and exhale. Press. Good. And bring that back in. Yep, just trying to get that to warm up a little. Then take your band behind your booty. Reassert your feet, right? Feel them reaching heels underneath you toward the ball of your foot. And then press forward just a little. And I want you to really work on feeling, instead of the whole shoulder pushing forward, the shoulder actually pulling back as you press forward, right? That sensation. That makes sense? So not using your pecs to push your arms, because when you use your pecs to use your arms, what else works? Traps, right? You can see that. So I want you to really let that arm set back. Think like a ballerina who does this, right? They do this reach, but the arm is actually stuck in the shoulder socket. See if you can find that sensation. That's it. Good. Good. Now my shoulder friends who have active shoulder pain, watch out for using bent elbows, because you're effectively doing the same thing. If you're pushing with a bent arm, you're stressing this line up here. See if you can straighten out and then plug the arm back. You see, that was pretty subtle. So here's my bent arm. And I'm straightening it, yeah. And then bring the arm back. Good, I'm glad you can feel the difference. Yes, good. 2 more. That's it, good. And 1 more. Connect your feet to your abs. You'll get a better, more stable center. Good. All right, very nice. Then let's take your band, we're gonna put it under those feet. Good, all right. So now standing here, some of us immediately do funny things. We feel this resistance and we hinge or we back hinge, right? Front hinge, back hinge. So see if you can find your feet. Good, because now we're going to sit back in a squat. Find your feet again as you come up to a stand and come up right in a line. So shoulder, rib, hip socket. That should all be in a line, good. And then sit back. Here's me not in a line. Can you see how my ribs are not in line with my arms? Yeah, that's nice, Kay. I see you thinking about those hips, really nice. That's it, good. And again, active shoulder pain, friends. Keep your arms long, just let your shoulders be wide on your torso. So if I pull them back too far, that's gonna create another kind of tension. Think of them more as going straight out to the sides. Yes, just let them open. Good. Susie and Kay, I didn't get to hear how you guys are doing this morning. Fine?
Yep, thank you.
Okay, good. Good. And 1 more. All right, very nice. So then we're gonna stay down here in our squat. Little chest expansion moment, arms pressed back, collarbones open. Release, Arms straight, abs in, press through your heels here and the balls of your feet. Good. And back. Collarbones open. Good. Now you don't have to sit in a super big squat here. What I want is really that you're just pulling yourself back, feeling that sacral line, right? Reaching back rather than tucking under. No hell's possible. Good. Keep going. Okay. Come on. Do your thing. Do your thing. Do your thing. Shoot. Good. Get one more in you. Well, you guys, it's going to be a Zoom day. I'm sorry, Judith?
Well, that was me. I'm feeling my back a little bit when I do this.
Okay. So when you're doing this one, right, if you're feeling your low back, you want to really look how you're sitting and where your weight is. Whether it's all the way on your toes or way far back and you're hanging off of your band. Some of us will do that. And if you're hanging off of your band, if you're not beautiful and perfect here, you're going to feel that low back. So keep connected to your feet because it will help you minimize how much you do that hang in either direction. Yeah, makes sense? Okay. So now coming back upright, we're going to have some side steps. So we're going to cross that band into opposite hands, collarbones open, and we're going to start actually in our squat today. So booties back, ribs in. Again, think of your sacral line pulling away from the back of your head, and then step to the side. Now don't come close. So stepping wide, keeping wide. Step wide, keep wide, right? So in this leg, the lagging leg never gets to come all the way in. It's going to keep the tension on the strap as you bring it in. So take your time because I want you to have to control that resistance. Don't let it get pulled all the way in. Does that make sense?
Are you squatting? Just a very slight squat? Okay.
Just a little squat, just a little bit. Yeah, because I want you to be able to keep that spine long and stay connected to your feet. Yeah. So always slow down the coming in. Take a big step and then go 3, 2, 1. Big step, 3, 2, 1. Because that's going to load your glutes longer on both sides. Get slower. Okay. Everybody do with me. Come here. Come back to center. We're all going to start over to the left of your screen. Have a squat. Balance on one leg. Lift up your right leg. Balance. Good. Step it out. Put it down. Shift your weight. Balance on that right leg. Now lift your left one. Balance. Good. Hold it up there. Bring it in 3, 2, 1. Is it at least hip width apart? Yeah? Okay. Okay. So this is what I'm talking about. I want you to do it again. Slow. Shift your weight. Lift it. Hold it. Then put it down at least hip width apart. That's it, gang. Good. One more time. Wide as you can. Shift your weight. Balance. Lift it. And in slow, yeah? Okay, now you get to go the other way. Just 3 steps. Just 3 steps. So down. Big step. Shift your weight. Lift it. Right? Control it on the way in. There you go. Good. Step. Big step. Control it. Yes. So this highlights to us, right? Where we need a little bit more focus. Because if we're lifting the leg up, we're jamming in the joint and we're probably using our body's counterbalance. If we can get to a place where we can stay a little more upright while we hold that up, then we get glutes on both sides firing. That glute med, beautiful. Yes? Yeah. So yes, I love it that you guys are practicing. I love seeing you get there and then see if you can untilt, right? Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Okay, so we're gonna come out of there, take the band and put it, double it up, because we're just gonna take ourselves down to the mat for some roll downs. So you have a couple options here with this band, right? You can hold it over your head and have that big rounding, letting it be a marker for your spine. You can be behind your butt, which is one of my favorites because it helps me feel my abs counter lift. And some of you will feel the same if the band is in front of you. Just be mindful. Sometimes when the band's in front, people shove their chest forward. That's not what you want. You want to have that lifting up feeling. Okay, so you go ahead and roll down. The best way is right for your body. And then Susie, you're gonna really work your hinge, Susie. So you're gonna let your tail lift. Now notice my spine is staying straight. And as it gets taller, 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 you're gonna reach into your feet. Feel your heel like it's curling under you, but your butt stays up, yeah? Then you can take your hand for support and come down gently. Remember, my friends with osteoporosis, never force a stretch. You can have gentle range of motion, but do not force a stretch in the spine. Good. How many's that been? Is this your fourth one, everybody? Okay, that's number 4. Then we're coming on down to the mat. We're gonna find a plank and we're gonna have some renegade rows. You're welcome to come back up and use a wall or your furniture instead. Hands over your shoulders. So especially as women, we tend to put the hand way out here because what we're doing is jamming into the neck and shoulder joint instead. So see if you can push yourself forward. It's gonna feel almost like you're coming past your fingers and then roll up from there. I find that I almost have to push myself back forward again because of my tendency to push back, yeah? See if you can drop your hips down, get those hips lower than your shoulders. That's it. I'm just gonna drop this so I can see Kate better. Good, and when you feel like you've got 4 to 6 good ones that you're proud of, keeping yourself forward, keeping your butt down, then you can, of course, come down for a rest. Yeah, everybody resting? Okay. Okay with you. All right, once we get here, we're gonna take the band, put it behind our backs. Right about where your shoulder blades are. Collarbones open, heels pressing down, yeah? Sitting down on your mat. We're just gonna exhale, press forward, palms up, thumbs out. So remember my hand friends, you can wrap that around your hand so that you don't have to grip, right? Most of the time, it should stick to itself or stick to your skin unless you have a hand motion on. All right, so pressing forward, pulling your abs back without rounding your spine, right? We're just feeling sits bones pressed down, spines lift tall. That's it. Good. There you go. Nice. Okay, nice. And then we'll take those arms forward. Now scoop back, not letting your hands leave their place in space. Don't let them leave where they are. Come back up. Bring the arms in. So look at if you have slack hanging down, where it is. It should not be moving forward or backwards on your leg. We're really trying to fine tune how we pull that pubic bone in, belly button in, the ribs in, and then all the way back up. Good, and then reset. And yep, don't let your arms move. They're holding on to something solid. If you're at the studio, you might be holding on to a tower pole with your feet bent and you're just gonna be doing this scoop with your belly, right? Same thing here. Just looking for that fine-tuned place, very small. Good, yes, I see that, Kay, nice. Good, one more. Awesome, good, okay, now go ahead and roll with that. Start with your abs first. Notice how far you go before you must let the rest of you go. Before your hands have to leave their place in space, good. Inhale and exhale back up. Good, release your arms. And again, top of your arm goes back, abs pull into the spine. Good, and then we round. Good, and then we're back up. Good, release just one more time. Take it back. Good, and up. And back in, very nice, okay. Now take your band from behind you. Good, and then we're just gonna do a quick little archer. So pulling one elbow back and then the other elbow back. And we're sitting as tall as we can. The one hand is right over the other leg. Right over the other leg. That's it, good. Pulling into that mid back. Good. Good. And the last one each side. Good. All right, now do that and rotate back to the side. Look at the back elbow. Good. Bring that arm forward, pull it back again, scoop into your abs. Good. One more time. Good. Come all the way up in that rotation, untwist, another side. Pull your other elbow, roll back, stay in your rotation while that arm goes forward and back, and forward and back. And last one, keep it back there, lift in your rotation, all the way forward. Yeah, okay, good. Let's do that again, each side. Two little things that I want to remind you. One is your wrist. If it's cocked up like this, can you see how my wrist is straight up? That's gonna be not so good on your neck. Let the back of your wrist and forearm be a straight line, yeah? Here you go. Row, check your shoulder. Good. Stay in the twist as you take it forward. And back. Good, forward, and back. Straight wrists on both hands. Straight wrists on both hands. Good, and then all the way up. I'm gonna spin around so I can still see you over here. Other side, straight wrists on both hands. Both hands. Yes, there we go. Good. And reach, and pull. That's it, reach. Check your shoulders, still hug your armpits. Good. Nice. And then all the way up, spine stretch forward. Good. And then stack that spine up. Good. How are we doing? Okay?
Yeah, I'm feeling it right here on both sides.
In your hip flexors?
Here.
Okay. So if you're feeling a lot of hip flexors, two things. You are in a flexed hip position, so it is not unnatural for them to work. But if it's screaming pain, we're probably not helping out with heels and sits bones, right? Heels and sits bones. If those guys press down, then you get some of these other muscles to help out while you're holding yourself there. It should be less painful. That's a good question, Susie.
Will that help?
It might. It depends on which point. Susie's asking if she sits on a pillow, will it help this sensation? It depends if she feels it more when she's here or here. If she feels it more back here, it's going to probably highlight it. If she feels it more here, it'll make it less. Okay, gang. So.
For ambulatory blood pressure monitor.
Oh, what am I hearing? So collarbones open. We're going to roll ourselves all the way down to the mat. Nice and smooth. And then from here, we're going to take one arm. Actually, let's do this together. We're going to take your right arm, set it in the socket, and then while it's in the socket, pull that straight arm next to your ear and bring it back. Then the left arm is going to sit in the socket. While it's in the socket, pull it next to your ear and return home. Yeah? Check your wrist for me, please. You should not be able to see the back of your hand. It shouldn't be facing you. It should be up toward the sky. Knuckles pointing upward. Good, okay. So now let's take our legs and leg slide them in till they're in tabletop. Good, we're gonna do same side, left leg, left arm in motion. Left leg reaches straight out, ribs stay down, bring it back together. Right side, right leg. Pull those abs in. Good. Arms in their sockets. That's it, good. Good. And Eloise, if you wanted to, instead of Theraband, you could hold a weight, a little light weight if you wanted. Or you could hold nothing. Up to you. So anyone else whose hands or wrists are not happy holding this, you can always substitute with something else. Okay, so now we're going to take that same idea. Now we go opposite side. So left arm is going to be your pulling arm. Right leg is going to be your moving arm. Moving leg. Yep. We bring them back in and then we switch. Set your right shoulder. Pull. Opposites. Good. That's it. Keeping your ribs down. Good. There you go. Good. Ribs staying down on the mat. Shoulders staying plugged in their sockets. Good. Was that you, Sheila? Was that you, Susie? Good. Nice. And last one. Good. Go ahead and pull those knees to the chest. Nice job. Okay. Now we're going to do a little bit of lateral. So palms will face each other, right? Your fingers look at each other. The back of your wrist and forearm are looking outward. Legs come up in a tabletop. Starting just with the arms, we're going to set the shoulders in their sockets. Pull out to the side with your left arm. Bring it back in. Set your shoulders. Pull out here with your right arm. So same idea, just pulling laterally, palms looking inward at each other. So fingers should be able to see each other right over your belly, yeah? That's better, Susie, I see that. Good, so my shoulder friends, really plug in first before you move. Good. Okay. Then, of course, we're going to add some leg to that. So as we pull the left arm out, we're going to stretch the right leg out again, straight leg. Now take it over the floor to the right. Good. Bring it all the way back up to center. We're going to do that side again. So left arm pulls out, right leg goes straight. But while we wait there on the inhale, it goes out to the side to the right, comes back up to center with the arm. We'll do that side 2 more times. So exhale as you go out. Good. Inhale as the right goes on the diagonal. Exhale, control as you come back in. Good. 1 more time. Shoulders plugged in place. Good. Inhale as you open the right leg. Exhale as it comes back to center. Good. All right. Yes. Here we go other way. Set your shoulders. Right arm goes out. Bring it back in. 1 more time, just the arm. Just feeling how you got to reset there. Good, now we add the left leg going straight out. Inhale, it goes out on the diagonal. Exhale, it comes back in with the arm. Inhale, exhale, arm and leg go out. Inhale on the diagonal. Exhale, pull it back to center. Good. Out to the side. Good. Back to center. Good. Last one. Last one. Use your breath. Good. And then back to center. Good. And then you can release those knees into your chest if that feels good. Very nice. Then we'll take those legs, put the band on our feet. Oops, come on your feet. Okay, so here, shoulder friends, I want you to be extra mindful of your shoulders. I'm trying to really exaggerate. My elbows are bent, and see how high my shoulders pop forward? So my shoulder friends, you guys want to pull your elbows off the ground so you have room to open your shoulders again. If you try to keep your shoulders down, it will be very hard to stabilize with those shoulders down. Does that make sense? Okay, so elbows off the mat, heels together, collarbones open. We're going to exhale, come into bow, press those legs out to your frog, really squeezing the back of your legs together. Bend your knees and then lower your chest. Again, set your elbows off the mat. Up into your bow, hugging those elbows into your side, lengthening down your heel to the sole of your foot. Good, bring them back in, and then all the way down. Good, that's it. Rest. Make that heel try to get under your foot. Good. Back in and down. Good. Last one, set your shoulders, set elbows off the mat. Good. There you go. And back in and all the way down. Nice. So then let's open our feet into parallel. So that means you're gonna have a little bit of space between your feet. Can you see that? A little bit of space. All right. Now we're gonna come and take our hands straight up to the sky. Set your shoulders in your back again. There you go, good. Now just keep your ribs down, press your legs out, hug your armpits the further your legs get away from you, and bring them back in. So inhale, exhale, press, squeeze your ribs inward under your armpits. Inhale, bring it back in. Exhale, squeeze. Good. Susie, can you press your feet a little bit farther apart? That's it. Yeah, that's it. So they're moving in a neutral parallel. Same thing, Judith. Can you, yeah, when they come in, don't let them touch. Oh, good. One more.
Which way are your wrists pointing?
Good question. Hands are facing inward. Fingertips are facing inward. So then we're going to cross that band. We're giving ourselves a little bit more support. So shoulder friends, find the top of your arms, plug them into the rib cage. And then we're going to come up into bow as we press those hands out. And I want you to lift your spine up a little more, keeping your shoulders plugged in, right? We're not shrugging the arms up higher, we're bending more at the ribs. Then pull back in, bring the arms back down. Inhale, exhale, up into your bow. Shoulders set, lifting your torso. Good, that's it. Bring the legs back in, and then the torso down. Good, let's do two more. Inhale, exhale, up. Lift, yes, that's it, good. You should hopefully find that moment when you have the sensation of hollow body, right? The front of you is hollowing out. That's it, let those ribs drop to the floor, shoulders set, beautiful, and then bring that back down, good. We'll take the band off your left foot, keep it on that right one. We have leg circles. Of course, you don't have to use your your band at all if you don't want to for your leg circles. I like it because it keeps me honest. I can feel when I'm not stretching into the band, when I'm not really reaching. So we'll do about 5 each way. That's it, breathing with it. Notice where you rest in it, right? For me, it's somewhere right out to the outside here. I literally am kind of falling into the band. If that's you also, really keep pressing the band away from you. Good. And then when you get your 5-ish both ways, then you can reverse, or sorry, then you can switch legs. And then just a reminder, after your first one, see where your lazy, quote unquote, moments are, right? Where you stopped reaching into your circle. Good. Switch now. Yeah. And then when you get each way, you can take the band, and we're just going to be rolling like a ball. So if you have a preference whether you use your band or not, that's your choice. You don't have to use it, or you can if you'd like. We're going to start by leg sliding the legs in, curling up, whether you grab your shins or use your band, and then rock and roll up to sitting. If you're using your band, I love it if you can get it under your feet and then hold tight. But my shoulder friends, if that makes you hunch your shoulders in an uncomfortable way, forget about it. Sometimes pulling this way is better, and of course, none is an option. You're going to rock back on your inhale and then exhale up. And I will probably watch you because I'll try one. How's that? Yeah, one is good. Here we go. Nice. And when you feel like you've gotten 6-ish good ones, then you're going to go into your rollover. So your rollover, you can rock into it, especially if getting up into the rollover is something that's still a little challenging. So rock, push into the ground and then extend. Then see if you can come all the way down and then maybe rock and roll back up to sitting, right? But work the down moment, my friends who are still working to get up. If you find yourself having to push yourself up all the time, try the rock and roll version. Yeah. And then of course, if you have no problem with it, you can do the rock and roll, but your challenge is instead to balance first before you put your hands down. Okay, so that's a level 2-3 kind of a move. I'll show that again. The difference is level 1-2 on this move, slamming down and then extending, versus level 2-3s. Oh, hang on. Rocking back, extending first, and then bringing hands down. Yeah, good job. Good. How are we feeling? Yeah, that's it, Judith. Yes, good job. Awesome. Very good. Okay. So from there then, just gonna give ourselves a little bit more obliques, legs up to the sky, draw those heels together, and we're gonna make a little corkscrew. So head stay down, my spine movers and hip movers, you get to tip over, make a big circle, come to center, tip to the other side with your hip, and then back to center. I want you to be careful, my movers, because it's really super easy to just let the momentum of the swing of your legs control that. I'd like you to keep it slow enough that you feel your abdominals have to pull and control as you come back to center. From the side to center especially, I don't want you to just fall. My spine and hip minders, you keep your pelvis still. So you're still making this circle, but these hip bones are not moving. Yeah, it becomes very visceral. And any of my movers who are not sure if they're still connecting to their center, hop on over to the minder version where the hip is staying still, and you'll find that center really fast. I hope you will. Good. Has everyone got about 5-ish, 6-ish each way? Wow. Okay. I know. Happy in our middles. Happy in our middles. Okay, so then let's have one last piece of oblique, not the last, but the last in this plane. We're taking the band behind us. Arms to the sky. Bend your elbows, so now they're at 90 degrees. Now check your upper arm, right? Check the shoulder where it hits the mat. Pull it into the socket and hug the armpits. Legs come in a tabletop. And then we're just gonna hold those arms there so there's constant tricep tension on the strap. Extend one leg out, rotate to the side, and then exhale, switch. Now if you want to have extra tricep, push forward right there. You should feel your abs drop into your body, yeah? Press. That's it. Again, palms facing in, straight wrists. That's it. Elbows tucked, right? Elbows are not going up and down and back and forth. As I move, that elbow stays the same relationship to my armpit, right? It's not coming down, squishing in. Yes. Good. Good. Nice, all right. And then go ahead and come all the way down. Fantastic. You can let your band go. Good. We're going to open the legs to the corners of your mat. Inhale and exhale. Round up to sitting. Good. For a spine stretch forward. Abs pull back. Fingertips reach, reach, reach. And then stack up your spine. Good. We'll do that again. Scoop, scoop, scoop. And stack. Good. Last time. Good. All right. Legs together. We're flipping over into our swan. So hands to the side. Come onto your hip. The toes under because you're going to lift up and twist. So now the hip is facing down. Square up your hands and then lower yourself down. Right? Sorry, turn this so I can see. Okay, baby swan. Options for baby swan. Boy, you have so many. You can take your hands, no strap, right? Little lift. You can take your strap, double it up and put it over your back. Then you have some resistance. You decide what your hands and your body feel like, yeah? So here, can you lengthen your thighs away from the front of your hips? Feel your feet sliding away from you along the mat. Yeah? Yeah, okay. So properly fuse out here. Good. That's it. All right. Then just hold that baby swan. Lift your legs off the mat. Lower them down. And lift and lower. Good. Just holding your baby swan. So we're not up here, right? We haven't pushed. We're really just that little lift. Good. See if the back of your knees can stay straight. Straighten them out. Stretch them out straight. Good. That's it. Good. One more. Good. Lower out of that baby swan. Now if you still have the band, let it weight to the side. Good. Because now we're going to lift up into our big swan, and that's different on everybody. So you can keep those legs aiming toward each other. That's it. Spine's lifting up out of the pubic bone. Good. And then gently bring it down. Down again. Elbows hugging in. That's it. Good. There you go. Good. And down. Good. And one more time. Okay, now this time don't come all the way down. Lift your legs as you do come down. So your chest stays up a little bit. Good. Now open your legs out to the corners of your mat. Bend your knees till your booty is over your heels are over your thighs. Then let your ankles cross. So your knees are still wide. Okay, good. Now quickly cross them the other way. It's like changement face down. Cross the other way. And cross the other way. Now kick them back to the corners, press into your hands, and lift your back up. You just did a slow motion grasshopper. So we're gonna come back down, keep the chest up as much as you can, lift the legs higher, bend the knees and cross the ankles. 3, switch 2, switch 1, kick them out to the corners, press into those hands. Good, here we go. And drop it down, cross the ankles. 3, 2, 1, we're picking up the pace a little now. Good, up, good, and again down, just up. 3, 2, 1, kick. Legs are straight and off the mat. Good, one more time. Thighs up, 3, 2, 1, corners. Press up into your swan. There you go, good. Go ahead and lift your abs up. Sit back in a child's pose. So that's a nice fun little way to wake up glutes, posterior adductors, spines, all the rest, yeah? If you're feeling your low back, you're probably not keeping a little support here. You're probably falling into the front of the hips instead of staying on the pubic bone. So see if you can adjust that. The other thing people do is they really arch their back instead of turning the glutes on. So if the glutes are on, you'll have more support as well. It'll try to keep you from hurting yourself. So let's come onto our sides, a little side bend. If you would like to, you can use your Theraband. I'm going to show you all the variations of our side bend. So up, over, and down, hovering, looking, right? Up, over, hover, and look. Option 2 is on the hand, up, over, hover, and look. All right, and then option 3, you can do with one leg out, right? But the work isn't on the top one, it's on the bottom one. Make sure this hip is pushing you up. And then of course, you can be full plank, and you can be full plank on the hand, or you could be on your forearm, right? So if your hand doesn't love holding you up here, maybe you're still working on that wrist and hand strength, you could be on a forearm there. So try 4-ish. Oh, and then you're like, oh, but didn't you say something about the band? Yes, I did. If you wanted to, you could take your band up, and it will come up and you're reaching far. Make sure it doesn't catch your hair. But the idea is that you're reaching across both armpits here. Yeah. The sun came out and now I'm blind. 1 second. Can't see. And when you get about 4-ish, then you can change to the other side. 4 good ones, right? Because it takes, I think, the first 1.5 to really figure out what we need in our bodies. Is that better? So for you? Still be fine. It's okay, don't just hold it. Give me the up and down through the hip. Yep, the hover moment. Because that hover moment, that's when you have to reassert your strength. Oh. Huh. Yeah. Makes sense? How are we doing? Nice. Nice. Yeah. Good. Everyone get all their steps? Okay, good. So then from here, we're going to come onto our hands or forearms, right, for a leg pull. We're stepping back. Everyone doing okay? Hands or forearms. You can put your forearms up on a bench. We're just going to take the leg up to the outside, lift it higher, back to the center and down. I want you to repeat that leg 3 more times, maybe 4, you decide, before you switch to the other side. Because your goal is to be able to lift that leg higher here without lifting your back up. You're going to let your sternum instead keep pushing forward. Okay? Whether you're on forearms, whether you're in your hands, even if you're on one knee. Remember, you could do this at the wall. You could do it on furniture. You don't have to be down on the floor. How are we? Everywhere I can see you. Come on, butts down. Butts down, everybody, butts down. Come on, drop the butt. This is a good one either. Watch yourself sideways so you can see how the whole back lifts, because we really don't want it to. We want to really focus in the glute. Some of you, your angle, if the camera's above you, you could do it head on and you'll see, here's my butt coming up. Whoo! It's like I'm twerking. We don't want that. We want to stay level. Yes? That's it, Judith. Better, Susie. Yeah, but better. You kept that line. Good. Good, good. On the supporting side? Yeah. So that line that Susie's pointing at, this is where your middle quad comes into the hip and where your psoas and your iliacus come over the hip. All 3 of them are hip flexors. So just keep in mind, if they are overworking and not getting support, they're gonna scream at us. They just do. That's what they do. Let's see, there was something special I wanted to do. Where was that? What was that? Side bend. We did side bend. Oh, side leg. We're supposed to come down and do some side leg. So we're gonna do just adductors because you've been busy with your glutes today. So we're gonna make sure we get your inner thighs too. And we're gonna get them both ways. So I'm starting with my right leg bent, and that foot is right behind the left knee. And I'm just gonna lift it up and down. I'm gonna show you a wrong one. Can you see my hip rocking back and forth? You might see my knee rocking too. That's a no-no. Instead, I'm gonna push this right heel down into the floor, then lift again. Really make sure that that presses. And if you are tender on the side of your hip, you can, of course, roll up your mat, get a pillow, put a cushion, something under there. Susie, can you lay on the side of your hip? There you go. So take your, let's see, what do you got going on? Yeah, take your right knee, bend it, put it behind your left leg.
Oh.
What do you got going on, my friend? Try flipping over onto your left side so you're laying on your left hip. Good. And then everybody else who's been doing it probably about 8, all you're going to do is step your right foot in front now. Move your bottom leg, your left one back. Now lift the bottom leg up. That's it. Good. Exhale as you lift. So now keep trying to lift that back leg further back. The back of your adductors, your inner thigh muscles, they've got 4 of them, and the back 2 assist the glute. Yeah? They are minor hip extenders. That's it. Push them back. Let them do their job. Good. That's it. Good. Hold the top for a moment. Lower a little bit slower. Can you? Hold the top. Lower a little slower. Good. That's it. Last one. Okay, in this direction, we're going to hold the leg up, and then we're just going to pulse, pulse, pulse. Bring it back to the hover. Press it back. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it come back. Good. 2 more. Just straight back. 3, 2, 1. Boy, this burns me. Last one. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. And then let that rest. Yes? Good. Then we're going to roll over to the other side. Do the same thing the other way. So swing those limbs around on your popo. Yes, good. Good. Unless your mat is super sticky and it catches you, that makes it harder to roll. Okay, so you get to lay on down. Take your top leg. So I'm laying on my right hip now. I'm taking the left foot behind the right knee, and then we just lift up and down. Yeah, ta-da. Okay, now bring your brain back into your left heel, right? The one that's got the bent knee. Push that heel down. You'll feel like it gives you a little bit more power to lift, and it will make it harder for you to rock backwards. That's it. Good. Yes, I like the control on the way down. Nice. Some of you, this is your superpower. Others of us, oi. Good. All right, last 2. And last one. All right, so all we have to do is take this leg, the top leg, step it over, push that bottom leg back a little bit. Good, and then we can keep on lifting up and down. We're trying to drive into that front heel. Some of us will feel almost a fascial stretch on the bottom leg as we lift it, if we're pushing down on this front one. Ay-ya. Good. Last 3. That's it, good. And last one. Okay, so now it's those little pulses. Ready? Yes, we can't wait. Here we go. I know, don't you love that, Doctor? So up, press back, press back, press back, bring it back to the home, but don't let it come down. And back, 3, 2, 1, back to home. Good, and 3, 2, 1. So the pulse is not a swing, it's actually push, push, push. You're trying to pulse farther, farther, farther each time. Can I see 2 more sets? 2 more sets? Oh, push, push, push. Good. That's it. 1 more. Push, push, push. Good. And then back in. Awesome. Good job. So let's see, where are we? We have to roll over onto our backside. Come up to a seated position. All right, so reverse planks, right? Leg pull, back support. Any variation that works with your current shoulder and hand situation, you do that. So here's your full meal deal, right? Hands down, hips up, shoulders square, and it's a leg pull, right? That's why it's called leg pull back, because we're using the back to hold us up. You could do a knee instead, right? You could do a table bridge instead. That lessens the work a little bit shares the work on your arms and shoulders. It just requires your shoulders to be more mobile. You could also do a hover with a knee pull or a leg pull, right? And all I ask is that you keep your arms pressing down. As soon as you get this hunch, you need to stop and reset, right? No hunch. Press down. That's it. Push down. Slide those armpits down. Pull those muscles down. Go. Pull down, Kate. More. So if you can see the front of your shirt rumbling, you're slouching. Yeah? Makes sense? You really want to pull those elbows together and back. Good. All right. If you feel like you've had 4 to 6 good efforts, or you're losing your form, I'm losing my form, so I'm stopping. You can rest. And we're gonna take these legs into, excuse me, saw. So you get a nice little adductor stretch. So the first ones we do are small, okay? Just hip width apart, we're not in a giant straddle stretch. So first is just for that spine. Exhaling as you reach, look to that back hand. Inhale, lift up through the center. Exhale as you reach. Inhale to the center, yeah? Pulling those abs back. Again, my spine minders and my hip minders, you guys be careful here. You're not gonna force that forward stretch. You're actually really gonna emphasize those abs holding your spine up, yeah? That's it, good. Okay, then we can take that into our straddle stretch, which is a little different. So legs as wide as is comfortable for you. We're gonna side bend over, bring your arm next to your ear. So that might mean that you're not going as far as you'd like. That's okay. We're gonna see if you can just keep reaching through the heel of your hand, wherever that might be. And when you feel like you've gotten something comfortable, put down the hip on this side. So I'm reaching what would be your left hand over my head. I want to put this left hip back down. So you often see dancers holding the hip down while they side bend. Same thing, good. And then all the way up to the other side. The arm is up by the ear, right? Not across your face. There you go, lovely. Again, this hip comes down, then reach a little longer. Good, and then all the way up, good. And then we're gonna take a nice circle, so we come forward. Now you get to sweep forward, abs up, abs up, abs up as you sweep across. Open to the side, good. And then abs up as you sweep back again. Feel free to linger anywhere that feels good. Good, let's do one more each way, yes? Does it feel good? Reach, 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 reach. Open up to the side, hip down. Good. And reach, 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 reach. Nice. Allow yourself to come all the way up to sitting. Whew, very nice, you guys. Bring those legs together. Very easy. Left foot over the right. We're just going to rotate around and look to the back. So simple. Borrowing from yoga here. Say that out loud. Good. Now, can you push down your sits bones a little bit? They might not feel like they're fully connected to the mat. See if you can find them. That might mean you have to use your back hand to push you forward a little bit. That's it. And then lift your spine up out of there. Good. And then gently unwind. Switch sides. Flip so I can see you. Find your sits bones so you can make them more even. Sometimes we tend to sit on one side, get them both down, and then press yourself upright and look. Lift your spine a little higher. Nice, I saw that. Like 3 of you in the bottom of my screen. That was Sheila, Susie, and Kay all at once. Good. Nice, and look at how elegant, Eloise. That's it. Lift that sternum for me, Judith. No collapsing, no collapsing. Good. We have to come up to a stand. So we're gonna tuck those feet under, put those hands to your sides just so you can swing under into your knees off. Then lift hips and walk the hands in. Good. Feel free to soften your knees here or give yourself support. Then drive into those feet, round yourself all the way up. Good. Holy moly. All right. If you can stay for another minute, I'd like to do a little shave the head. So if you have to go, I understand, but I'm going to take my band and double it. I'm gonna kneel just so you can see what is going on with my arms. So I'm holding the band here. I'm gonna grab the other behind my back down here. Yeah. All right, my shoulder friends. Very important that you pull your elbows apart, not back, just wide. So it's a little different from my shoulder friends. And then everyone's gonna push up and down, controlling on the way in as much as you put the effort out. Yeah. Good. So one hand is going up, the other going down. There we go. Good. Today I almost spit in the screen. Why? Good. That's it. Nice. Now, what if your spine tries to chase this hand in the sky? Get longer. Feel your heels reach down. Feel yourself open up the front space in your hips. Good. Last two. And last one. Okay, then we're going to bring them together. Right? Then we have to bring them down so that we can switch to the other side. Yeah? And you might have one shoulder that says, not doing it. That's okay. That's it. Good. Yeah. And then shoulder friends again, think wide across the front of you. My shoulder friends really put space between this bone and this bone, right? The top of your arm bones, pull them out. It's a little bit different. Normally we would cue a tricep straight forward, but right now if you've got active pain in the shoulders, I want you to spread that space out. That's it, good. The rest of us, are we in our feet? Are our hips over our ankles where they belong, or did they float forward? That's it, good. Last two. And last one. Nice. And then gently bring that down. Ah, good. Take yourself and just press across your thighs. Let yourself have a little bow. And then free those arms upward through your chest. Big lift up. Good, and then one more time, forward. Just a little bow, lifting your abs up. Good, and then all the way up. Press out through those armpits. Good, and then you can side bend. Pull out of the hip socket. Here's me side bend lazy. Here's me pulling out of the hip socket, yeah? Do that again. Here's me side bend lazy. Here's me finding length. Lazy, length. There you go, good. Yeah, good. All right, then you can pull it down behind you. Good. And then gently down all the way. Good. Take a nice breath in. Pull it out. We're going to do 3 more breaths. How long can you make it? Good. That's right. Let it fill up your middle. Good. Nice. All right, everybody. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Well
Happy
done.
Monday. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks.
Thank
I
you.
hope
Great
you have a great week. I'll see
good.
some of you Wednesday, some of you Friday, maybe both days. Yes.
Thanks, Mona.
Yes. Thank you, Susie. Thank you, Kay.
Great.
Susie, you leave on another trip soon, right? When is that?
November 20th. So
Oh, not till the 20th.
I'll be around till then.
Okay. All right. All right. All right. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Kay.